everybody. Welcome back to the Chuck and Lisa Show. I'm Chuck, and my beautiful bride, who will join us, is Lisa.
I'm here. When am I joining you in the future?
It takes Dershie a moment to cue it up. Remember, I was told to wait about 10 seconds.
I gotcha.
See?
Good job, Chuck. Good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. We're going to talk about a bunch of interesting topics that have absolutely nothing to do with politics on there. Right, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
By the way, let's start the show by putting the camera on Miss Lisa because she got an amazing new haircut.
Not
style.
No.
Not haircut. Hair dye.
I need a haircut.
Yep. Tell the story, Miss Lisa.
All right. So, I've been growing my hair out since last year, sometime. I don't know when. To see how gray it was. And it's kind of gray. It's kind of not gray, kind of gray. But then it got about halfway down, and then it was like brown on the bottom, grayish on the top.
Turn that up.
And I was like, this is not fun. Not very much fun. So, whoa, hold on, let's do that. Okay. So, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to dye the whole thing gray, and that way I'll never have to dye it again, because when it grows in, it'll be all gray, and now that's too bright. Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay. Oh, that ghost hair like you.
Yeah.
So I dye the whole thing gray, so when it grows out, it'll just kind of all sort of be the same color instead of like chopped up brown at the bottom. And I need a haircut, but my daughter bleached out the whole thing.
Yep.
She did a really good job.
She did.
It took her a few hours.
She didn't
really
miss anything.
She's really good at it. She's done her own hair before. And she sent me home and said, you should probably wait till tomorrow to do the other part. So then we had some smoky silver hair color.
Woo.
And Mystic Shot, my personal hairdresser,
Hello.
he put that on there, and it came out really good. I know it looks funny because of the green screen, but
It's almost as silver as mine.
but the whole point was low maintenance.
Absolutely.
I don't want to keep dyeing my hair the rest of my life. So, but right now it was taking forever to get grown out, and I didn't want to cut all the brown part off because then it would be too short, according to Chuck.
Yeah.
So
And
now
Chuck would be
it's-
right.
So now it's
Thank you very much.
so now it's all one color, and when it grows out, it'll look more normal.
That'll look great.
Yeah.
Yep.
And people at work said I'm very brave, but they like that.
Why? Brave? Why?
Because nobody dyes their hair gray. They dye their hair so they're not gray.
You know what? But that's becoming a thing now, silver
Well,
hair.
it was a thing like 2 years ago, but that was from like 20-year-olds.
Right.
Older people don't dye their hair gray.
Nah, screw it. We
But
don't,
I
we don't
do
do anything normal.
because I had a plan.
Yep. Hey, where is our group in the chat room? They should be arriving any moment.
They're making their drinks.
Wonder if they got a notice yet.
Mixing the drinks.
You know how great YouTube is about.
I don't get them ever anymore. I don't know why.
I don't either. Well, it says notification all. Oh, you have to click that button so that you get the notification.
What button?
See the bell where it says subscribe?
I did.
I
I
have that
subscribed.
on the other show, but not on this show.
I did subscribe. Oh, well, I used to get,
Mama. Yes, I'm being a hairdresser.
I used to get them.
Hairdresser.
and then it stopped, and I didn't change anything, so I don't know.
See, I have a lot of. I know they did it to us. I have a lot of experience doing hairdressing, as we know. Remember, how many times did I do it since you knew Ryan? I mean, that's several times just in there. My daughter went through every color in the rainbow, pretty much, didn't?
Yeah.
Yep. So.
I think she liked blue.
Yeah, blue is a good color.
Blue looked good on her.
Yeah.
I'm not doing mine blue.
She did pink and red and blue and green and black and
Black. I don't think she ever did purple. I don't think she did purple.
she did bleach it one time, remember?
Yeah, I did.
And then it was just white.
Yep.
That was kind of cool.
Yep.
So, let's see. Let's get the introductions done real quick, I guess. I skipped them. Do you want to bother anybody?
Nah. No.
Did you post them up there?
Nah.
Just flick them up there and we'll just keep it on, because we got more fun stuff to talk about tonight. I got a lot of neat stories. I did some hunting around, and Lisa did some hunting around.
Yeah. Hey, I hear ESPN.
And Duck You, it's going to be a doggone story. Doggone good show. How's that, Liz?
Okay, then.
Alrighty then. Lisa did not dye her hair gray. The tint was removed and the underlying color is gray/white. Clarify that for SoCal.
No, I did.
She just arrived.
No, I did. So my underlying color might be gray, but not all of it is currently, or was currently when I started.
Right.
So what my daughter did was she got the cream developer, stripped all the color out of it to make it yellow. I could send Darcy the picture if he wants it.
It was very white blonde.
Should I send Darcy the picture?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, if I can find it. And so it stripped it all. It's kind of like when you're dyeing your hair any light color. You strip it all out, and then you put the color back on it. So I stripped it all out, and then put the gray color on it, so that when it grows out, it will all be gray. And I don't have to worry about it anymore.
And it's very pretty.
And Tuck says it's very pretty.
And that's all that matters.
And so I will try to find the picture and send it to Dersh.
Cool. Right.
When it was yellow. I look like Garth from Wayne's World.
Well, go ahead and do that.
I'm looking right now. Now you talk.
Hey, Dershie. How you doing? Yeah? Not a York?
That's standard for these days. Standard operating procedure is being Eeyore.
That's funny. That's very funny. You're all right, man. I'm glad you're feeling better. You weren't feeling so good last night, you said.
Well, it wasn't that I wasn't feeling good. I was just run down. I mean, I was just, 62 years old, and every once in a while, my body just gotta get rest, and that's what it said yesterday.
Yeah.
I quit, and...
All right, I forgot you're old.
Yeah.
So I slept all day yesterday. It was nice.
Hey, guess what happened today in history?
Things.
Stuff?
Yes.
Stuff?
Definitely stuff.
And things.
The Mona Lisa was stolen by a worker at the Louvre Museum
Say that 3 times fast.
in 1911.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you just want to take it home, or what?
Yeah, and then some. In 1931, Babe Ruth hit his 600th home run. In 1933, baseball had its first All-Star game.
Baseball.
In 1959, Hawaii became the 50th state.
I knew that part.
You did? That's cool. And in 1982, Raleigh Fingers became the first pitcher to get 300 saves.
Woo!
We got some interesting birthdays too. William IV was King of England, UK technically. Wilt Chamberlain, big guy, 10,000 lovers.
So he says.
So he says. Kenny Rogers, still dead. He just died last year, right? Or this year. Jim McMahon, former quarterback. I don't know who Carrie Ann Moss is.
Carrie Ann Moss?
I don't know her.
When was she born?
67.
I don't know.
Usain Bolt was born in 1986.
That's cool.
That's cool. And another person I go, huh? Hayden Panettiere.
She's a actress.
All right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to all you folks.
It's also John Michael Walker's birthday too, I think. Our friend from high school.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a notice. I'm a little bit suspended for 5 more days. So
Again? Okay.
We covered this for the last 97 days.
Where's your mug, Chuck?
Well, 97 minus 4 is 93 days.
Jesus.
Lisa, your hair is up behind your.
Oh, okay, that was how it was when it was stripped
Blonde.
out
Yeah.
the night before I put the gray back on it. And Chuck was upset because he didn't get to hang out with the blonde woman.
I know. I had a chance to make love to a brunette, a blonde, and a gray-haired woman in consecutive days, and it didn't happen.
Well,
You know what that is? You know what that's attributed to, Dersh? You just covered it a while ago. We're old.
Don't have the juice anymore, man. Just don't have the juice.
No problem. 10 years ago, no problem. We look at each other and go, let's snuggle.
Yeah. I think we should go to sleep early tonight.
Oh, it's so funny. All right, we got a bunch of dog stories and other stuff that are really cool. Lisa gave me this one. A dog swims. Where'd it go?
oh no! Swam away.
Okay. It just, it did that bounce string
Yes,
crap.
I know. I
hate
don't
that.
like that either.
Dog swims through floodwaters to rescue our autistic boy that was clinging to a pole
In Tennessee, right?
in Tennessee, Waverly.
when they were having all that flooding.
Yep. A 6-year-old Great Pyrenees / Labrador mix named Cooper. Who looks an awful lot like our
Tons
dog named
like cotton.
A lot like Cotton.
Yeah.
The boy, the young fella who had autism,
He still
explained
does.
how Cooper helped him to endure the flood. He said that he was hanging on the pole, the dog came down to the creek and managed to swim over to him. He said the dog saved his life and swam over to me and made me hold on. Hey, that dog's got the tail thing like Cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do our DNA, It just costs like $50 or $100 or whatever. It
Yeah.
might be fun.
Yeah. So the dog Cooper has been called a hero all week. And they're giving him lots of treats. And man, that dog looks just like Cotton. Oh my gosh, I think we found out what our dog is. The boys, they said, you feel a little helpless and don't know what to do when people are trapped and looking for their pets. We've tried to give pets a safe space so owners could deal with other things they have to deal with. So apparently it's an animal clinic that's also helping. So they're taking in all the animals that have been lost, but fortunately this animal wasn't lost, but was in definitely the right place.
Yeah.
I
Good
like it.
dog. Best dog.
Yep. I often like dogs better than people for good reason.
They smell better.
They have more common sense.
Sometimes they smell better.
Oh, I got an interesting story for you very shortly that you'll find right along those lines.
Who?
Huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Do I know this?
No.
Oh.
No. As a matter of fact, dogs know when you're acting intentionally. Like if you go to get their food and like, nah, dog will look at you and go, hey,
Shelby doesn't.
notice all the things that dogs do that.
Shelby doesn't. Like, you know when I'm going to throw her toy and I don't throw it and she still thinks I did?
Well, that's a teasing game. So, they just did a study, and dogs can tell the difference between deliberate actions and mistakes. It adds to the growing evidence to the idea that man's best friend knows just how we're feeling. And there are, like if you're not feeling well, dog comes up and
Yeah.
nuzzles you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, Gersh?
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll snuggle you more, they'll come up and lick you more, or if you're feeling sad. Dogs are really good about this. And so they've done this study that's proven basically that. And they can tell whether we do something intentionally, like sit, or like, Cotton! Or something like that.
Yeah.
So they know the difference. And the experiment was conducted on 51 dogs. and it was tested. Each was tested under 3 conditions. They were separated from the human tester by a transparent barrier, and it put pieces of dog through the gap. In the unwilling condition, the experimenter suddenly withdrew the reward through the gap in the barrier and placed it in front of herself. The unable, clumsy condition, the experimenter brought the reward to the gap and tried to pass it through, but then accidentally dropped it. And in the unable, blocked condition, the experimenter again tried to give the dog the reward, but she was unable because the gap was blocked. In all conditions, the reward remained on the tester's side of the barrier. Interesting. So the dogs were able to ascertain whether it was intentional or whether it was accidental and all that stuff. So we talk about it all the time. And how cool is that?
It's very cool.
What do you think, Gersh?
I'm not surprised at all. I mean, I think dogs are so intuitive. And
Yep. Lace, what do you think on that?
I got nothing.
Oh, come on. You see our dogs do it all
Yeah,
the
but I
time.
don't know. I think most of the time. Sometimes you can fool them though.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. One more dog story, and this is a cool one too. Days away from being euthanized, a Missouri dog competes for the National Hero Dog Award. A lot better than being dead.
Well, yeah. Only mostly dead.
Dogs come up to each other and say, "Hey, how's your week?" "Well, I was almost dead the other day." "Oh, sorry to hear that."
I wasn't supposed to know that, but I could spell.
Right. Anyway, this dog named Sobe from Central Missouri's Holt Summit is now running for the organization's top title, Hero Dog Award. The boxer mix is competing along 6 other amazing canines for the award. Sobe was rescued in 2016 by canines on the front line from an overcrowded Georgia animal shelter. She began her training as a service dog to help a Missouri combat veteran seeking rescue himself. Jason Howe, a U.S. Navy veteran and Sobe's owner, says after he returned from Iraq and Afghanistan, he started with doing the life struggles. Integrating back into daily life after serving on the front lines was challenging. In the military, it always talked about moving on. You're all right, deal with it, be tough. But he went through a divorce and he became addicted to pain medications and other drugs. So he returned to Maine to find himself again. And
Did he
for
find
his
himself?
2 kids, apparently.
Well, wait.
That's where he found out about canines on the front line. The organization was a perfect match.
Okie doke.
So Sobe helped Howe fight PTSD, depression, and panic attacks.
Cool.
Dogs are awesome for that.
she's a beautiful dog,
Most of
too.
them, some of them, a couple of them are just assholes, but most of them are really good.
She's beautiful.
Some dogs that are just like jerk dogs.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't
You ever
believe
notice
somebody's going to put that dog down. She's just gorgeous.
Yeah. But that's very sweet.
Hey, you know what? Versus putting a perfectly good dog down, send them to somebody who can train them. You know, dogs are. It really bothers me. You know?
Yeah, there was a thing in my old neighborhood where these people spent all this money on a golden doodle,
Mm-hmm.
and it was 5 months old, and they had a kid, like a 2-year-old, and they didn't realize that golden doodles were so hyper,
Mm-hmm.
and so they were trying to we're not really giving our kid the best, time of his life because we're spending all the time with this dog, and people were giving them crap. They were like, "We're not putting the dog down. We're trying to rehome it."
Yeah.
So that we can spend more time with our kid, because we didn't realize that a 2-year-old and a golden doodle don't really go together when they're both babies.
Yeah.
So,
Two dog breeds I know of go very well with little babies.
labs
Well, that's 3.
and pit bulls.
Pit bulls and Rhymes.
Yeah.
People don't realize it because pit bulls have got such a bad reputation,
look at-
but they were the babysitters back in the old days.
Right.
They would protect the babies.
And also that one that was in the Peter Pan movie. not movie. What Nana? What was that? That was a Saint Bernard or something.
Yeah, that was a
right?
Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
Saint Bernard's just slave.
Dogs aren't born bad or mean. They're trained to be that
Except
way.
if they're Chihuahua,
Exactly.
right? Except if they're a Chihuahua, then they're just a little.
They're a little.
They think they're bad or mean, but
They're just little crazy dogs that bite you.
Yeah.
little yap things. But yeah, you can pick a Chihuahua up and punt it 40 yards and it'll shut up.
Yeah. They're a little off.
A little.
See, you never notice there's never anything mixed with a Chihuahua because nobody wants to mix anything.
Nobody can. They're too mean.
No, like Chihuahua doodles or anything like
Well, there's a little height issue there.
Well, alright. There's no Chihuahua doxy.
Well, you know what? A Chihuahua male will try.
Well, Chihuahua
Let's say some-
doxy wawas.
So this fellow, Sophie, she's special to me, but not. She's even more special to the nation that voted for her. Now more people are going to be able to hear that story. There are people out there that might be in the same position as I was, and maybe, hopefully, this will give them hope. Seriously, guys, if you are dealing with PTSD, and we know people that are, get help.
Don't treat it on. Don't try to treat it.
No,
on
don't
your
try
own.
to treat it yourself.
There's so many good things that can be done.
Yeah, dogs are great.
I'm saying, see a professional.
You see a professional too. Yeah, absolutely. But a dog is the perfect companion because in the military you had your buddies. You had a group and a unit and a platoon
You said
could count
unit.
on.
You said unit.
Yes, I did. And you don't have that now, and that's part of the problem. You need backup, and there are a lot of people to give you to have your six. Hey, let me look in the chat room. I've been so busy yapping. Who's here? SoCal Mama's here. We know that. Ron's here.
And what are we drinking?
Good to see you, Ron. Audra's here. What Audra said, your body creates chemicals from the brain to the blood. Dog smells the signals.
I'm old enough to be a grandma too, by the way. It's just nobody will give me any grandchildren. Thank you very much.
Children are not being cooperative.
They just keep buying dogs.
Frank already is here, I think. He had a Chihuahua, Terrier Chihuahua mix when he was a teen.
Sorry, my allergies are getting me a little bit. Maybe turn that off if you give. I can't reach it.
Yeah,
if you want.
SoCal Mama says, something like, said something about it. Oh, she's old. What you mentioned, old enough to be a grandma, but she's got a younger child.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I almost did that.
No, we didn't.
Well, I thought
You
about
wanted to.
You're right
I
back.
said no.
I guess it's open the door to her.
Yes, please. No, we didn't almost have another kid.
Well, I wanted to.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. That's imaginary thinking.
It was an idea when we first got together. That was.
It was your idea. It was not my idea.
We were still in our 40s.
We were both neutered.
Yes.
Oh wait, are you?
That's your grandpa, spayed and neutered.
No, you're not. I am, right?
All right, I'm back, Durst.
Are you not neutered yet?
No.
Oh, we have to work on that.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
What's the point?
I'm just joking.
Oh, let's see. I said
Maybe you should have been
spayed and neutered.
spayed and neutered.
Well, I wouldn't have had a kid.
Bob Barker said you should be though.
All right, Thick already's having a Yingling. Cheers.
Yay!
Love the Yingling. Best beer out there. Audra is not an ankle biter type of dog. You know, I never was either until we got this little white
Shelby
dog.
doesn't bite your ankles.
No, well, she's a little.
She's just
one of
a
those.
little yappy.
She's a little yappy
But
thing.
she thinks she's a big dog.
Yep, but more than anything like that, I did a post today where I said I need windshield wipers for my glasses
Yeah.
because she's constantly jumping up and licking me.
And your nose. And cleaning out your beard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's always
yeah.
looking for crumbs.
She's
or
like
anything.
your little, she's your little Roomba.
All right, next stories. Duck you.
Duck you.
Duck you. Hey, Dershie, duck you.
Duck you too.
Did you know?
Nope.
A new study reveals that ducks can imitate human speech. I thought that was wow. Maybe it's got a little parrot in it.
Nah.
A new study revealed that musk ducks can imitate sounds, including human speech. A duck named Ripper has been recorded saying, "You bloody fool!"
I want to hear that.
It's on here.
Oh, God.
Which is thought to be one of his caretaker's catchphrases.
You think?
Retired Australian researcher Peter Fulligar first recorded Ripper more than 33 decades ago, but his recordings only recently surfaced after they were discovered by another professor in the Netherlands. And although the recording sounds like, "You bloody fool," it is possible Ripper is trying to say food. And
Maybe the duck just got Tourette's.
I can imagine the caretaker jokingly say, "Okay, here's your bloody food." Silliness. I want a talking duck.
Duck off.
Duck off.
Duck you. Alright, we already did the duck.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying duck you for a reason. The second story is about ewes.
About whose?
Ewes.
Don't be a sheep.
Yeah, exactly. Like that.
Don't be a sheep.
Australian mourns beloved aunt, and he makes her his giant symbol in the middle of a field with a whole bunch of ewes in the shape of a heart.
Pretty cool. Did you send Durst the picture?
I did. He should have it. Do you have it, Dersh?
It's coming just a second.
No worries. I can keep talking, so there's not an issue. It must have taken a couple hundred ewes to make this thing.
You know it.
You silly.
Looks like all those, they're all united.
United they stand. There it is.
That's pretty cool. How did they make them do that?
I don't know. I guess there must have been
You know
dogs.
what I did? I bet they'd put food.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they're all lined up. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
You'd food.
That's pretty cool. So anyway,
That's very useful.
It's very unusual.
You are weird.
If you haven't seen this show before, we are basically the Seinfeld of podcasts because we talk about a bunch of stuff that doesn't really amount to anything.
Somebody asked me at work, "What's your podcast about?" Nothing.
Right, exactly. An hour of nothing that's fun.
Yeah.
All right, duck off, you spiders. What?
What? Wait, what?
Duck off.
The spiders. We're still in Australia.
Nope, Ireland.
Ireland. Oh, okay. They talk funny there too.
Ireland under attack.
Did you know that was the most sexy accent, by the way?
What?
Ireland.
Aye, lassie.
They did. That sounds Scottish.
You want to see them in kilt?
No. That also sounds Scottish, but okay.
Whatever. I'm Irish and Scottish, so that we're confused.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Ireland is under attack from sex-crazed spiders, the size of your hand.
Your hand?
The size of your hand.
Well, my hand's different than your hand, so how do we
They're
know?
not that much different.
That's a lot different. That's why the gloves wouldn't fit on your hand when you were doing my
Ready
hair.
for this?
No.
At the end of August, Ireland faced this swarm of sexually aggressive, fist-sized spiders to really make your skin crawl.
So are they hand size or fist size? Because that's different.
Fist-sized center,
Fist.
hand-sized hole.
Ah, but that's only 5 legs. Hey, New noise over the weekend.
I was doing a bunch of work around the house, and every time I needed something, instead of saying please or whatever, I just go,
He decided to be Tim Conway.
complete with the Tim Conway grandpa, actions and everything. I was just there to make me laugh.
Oh! You know who else's birthday it would have been today?
Oh,
Buddy Holly.
oh, he was a good one.
He was awesome. He influenced the Beatles and a bunch of other people. And he had cool glasses.
Yeah, he was a good one.
Anyway, go ahead with the fist spiders or
Fist
whatever.
side spider. Now these aren't.
They're mutants. They only have 5 legs.
Turn that off.
No, don't tell him what to do. Shut up, Chuck.
All right, we don't get paid for this. Do whatever you want.
Right.
All right, and these aren't any sex-crazed fist-sized spiders. These are ones that can go to 0 to 60 in 1 second.
Like, running?
Running.
How?
8 legs.
No, they only got 5.
Who's on first?
The 5-legged ones can only go 0 to 40 in 6 seconds. In a second.
You name
So.
Kyle Busch spiders?
No, we'll talk about him when we get there. We gotta hammer that jerk.
Speaking of that, did you see the new Tesla?
What?
New Tesla set a record for 0 to 60.
What? How fast?
It was faster than the Bugatti. It was like tenths of a second.
2.2.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's like 2.2 is Bugatti's.
Wow.
Well, this spider is faster. This spider is twice as fast.
Why do
as
they
that.
run? Why do they run so fast?
8 legs.
But I mean, where are they going?
They have 5. Well, to go get sex,
To go get-
obviously.
Well, why are the other spiders so far away?
Because they can also run 60 miles an hour.
So they're running away.
I don't like you.
Gotcha. Is one of them named Chuck?
Or one of them can go. A man.
A man.
This one will go. A spider and a female
spider.
spider can run 60 miles an hour and tackle the male before he even saw her coming.
Didn't there used to be a car named the Spider?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was. It was a cool
With a
car.
Wally or something?
My dad had one.
It was a cool car.
Every time I say a car, you either go, I had one, or my dad had
We
one.
had great cars. My dad had a green 1980 with a tan interior.
Did
It was
anybody in your
so
family
fun.
have a Dodge minivan?
God, no.
All right.
We did.
Taste in
We
cars.
had one.
Me too.
We had.
We
I
had
loved
a
them.
kid, and when we were kids, we had the 1969 Country Squire.
So they're trying to
So-
kill you.
Well, that would have been like the minivan then. There weren't
Yeah.
minivans yet,
Right.
you know?
Well, you know what? My mom and dad had 2 kids, and you know what my dad had?
Mm-hmm.
A Camaro. You know why? Because they left us at home when they went places.
So did my parents. So did my parents.
Yeah.
That's why they had a Fiat X19, a Fiat Spider, a 280ZX, yada yada. Because they were like, shit, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
They did have a truck with a camper on it for a while. So then when we did go camping, then we would like sit in the back of the camper, even though I hear now that's not actually legal, but I guess at the time it was because that was in the 70s and nobody cared.
So if you're in Ireland, they aren't dangerous, but they can give you a nip. They do have the biting fangs.
Biting things.
Fangs.
No, I thought you said biting things.
No,
I
biting.
thought he said biting things too.
Yeah, come on,
You know why?
say it
'Cause
like
they're both old.
Say it like Ireland.
It's got a bitey thing. It's got a bitey thing.
They got fangs.
Right between his blooming teeth.
These things have been breeding and started their lifespan in the spring. Oh, bloody hell.
Now there's going to be more.
Yeah. Oh, this is even better. When they find them a mate, they lays the eggs, and the male usually dies.
Well,
Isn't that always the way?
well, whatever.
There she comments.
It's kind of like that praying mantis thing, right?
I
Well,
don't
that's
have
what-
great mantis.
That's how black widows get their names. They eat the male after they mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
So
They're
do-
probably happier
so do
that
praying
way.
mantises.
They're probably happier that way.
The men are.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, the women are too. Trust me.
I have this great meme for Beer 30. It says, it's got a praying mantis. It says, I might as well stop home for a beer because when I get home, my wife's going to bite my head off anyway. I love that meme. Alrighty, World War II veteran, 95 years old, meets the writer of a letter he's carried around for 12 years.
Why?
Well, it's because she was very sweet and very nice about it. She was a little girl when she did. She's now in the military, by the way. She's 21 years
So
old.
wait, this girl
Wrote a letter when
letter
she was 9
to a guy in the
to
military,
a World War II veteran.
like a pen pal,
A World War II veteran.
like a pen pal.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
So anyway, he said he'd never be without it because it's something that somebody thought of me that much. Oh, that's very nice. When he had that letter with him, he has a feeling of faith, trust, and love, his wife says. His wife's still alive, too? That's pretty cool.
Maybe he
we
got a
gonna make
newer.
it that long?
Maybe he got a newer wife.
You got a newer model?
Yeah.
Maybe she's
Well, Chuck
Remember
did.
those like those Civil War veterans that got married to like 18-year-olds and when they were like 60?
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of those.
Hey, can you post the picture of that letter from that? You know, can you scroll down to that part? 'Cause
Is that a
this is
picture
really
of a
cool.
letter?
Yeah, there's a picture of the letter she sent him 12 years ago. It's really quite touching. And you can tell that she was designed for the military even then.
Why is that?
The way she wrote it.
Ew.
Ready? Dear World War II veteran, thank you for saving us from Hitler. If it wasn't for you, we would never have freedom. You made freedom for us. You sacrificed your life. I'm so happy you made sacrifices. Your friend, Shauna Priest.
If he sacrificed his life, how's she writing him a letter?
Well, yeah.
Well, I guess she meant dedicated his life.
Yeah, he offered it up, as we all did.
You offered up your knees.
Well, I gave, I give up my knees and my back for the Navy.
Trust me, I know.
What is that picture?
What picture?
It's a picture of a war helmet, and it looks like Martian ears.
I didn't know if it was a bug or those were supposed to be like sunflowers.
I think they're spiders.
Spiders.
I don't know what they are.
Yellow.
What's coming out of the top of the helmet?
Yellow spiders.
Looks like, next ticket, please. Ding!
I don't know.
Anyway, that's a cool story. Next!
Next.
Go to war.
Uh-huh.
It says go to war up on the top.
A Virginia woman donates 6 feet 3 inches of hair to charity.
Dang.
3 inches.
That's as tall as you and
That's
a little
taller
bit
than
more.
me.
I know.
Oh. I mean, if I hadn't cut my hair, it would be down to my butt by now. It would take me another 10 years to grow it that long.
Yeah, I'll probably have poop on it.
Oh, God, there's a nice thought.
Well, if it was down to your butt, it might.
Well, then where's this woman's hair been if it's 6 foot 3
She
inches?
probably puts it up.
And she's about 5 foot
She
tall.
probably braids it and puts it up every day, as did most people who have long hair.
Zahab Kamal Khan, who played professional squash in Pakistan. I didn't know they played squash.
How you do?
Suggested when she was 13 years old that she should stop cutting her hair in an attempt to make the world record. She recently communicated with Guinness about starting a world record category, most hair donated to a charity by an individual.
Cool. You know they don't want
6 feet 3 inches of hair.
They don't want the gray hair though. Just keep that in mind.
I wonder how she feels about the haircut.
It'll grow back.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. This story I thought was very, very cool, to be honest with you. Researchers in Switzerland are tapping into an unexpected energy source right under our feet. Wood floors.
No, that's not wood. That's plastic.
Thank you.
Well, I have to check.
Yeah. I think there's wood under it, though.
Probably not. It's probably plywood. It's a,
Plywood.
it's a plywood is fake.
Plywood. It's not fake
It's
wood. It's ground up
particle-
wood with
Particle board.
glue.
Particle board. You're sillier.
All right. So anyway, their nano generator and I had to read this twice.
Nano generator.
Right. Enables wood to generate energy from our footfalls
What?
Yeah.
So like we can stomp on the floor
and create an electrical charge.
so that's what all those kids were doing in those apartments all the year.
We're
Right?
not done. They also improved the wood used in their nano generator with a combination of a silicone coating and embedded nanocrystals. That's where the power came from. Resulting in a device that was 80 times more efficient, enough to light LED light bulbs and small electronics. First, what they did is they took the nano generator and sandwiched it 2 pieces of functionalized wood between the electrodes. I know this is a very complicated article.
All right. So
Maybe I should just summarize it.
So far, there's a banana, some wood, and a sandwich.
Lisa's not listening.
I am.
Lisa's not
Said
listening.
nano.
It sounds shocking to me, Lisa. It's
Yeah.
shocking.
Chopping.
Shocking to me. Shocking.
So anyway, it's got 80 times the electricity, 80 times more electricity than is generated by natural wood, who does not have a conductor.
Well,
No.
80 times nothing is nothing.
Usually. Let me check the math on that, Lisa. Carry the 1. Yeah, you're right. 0. It's 0.
This is 80 times 1. So they found in a 1 square foot area, just the 1 square foot area of this, where people walked over it, it was enough to keep a light lit all day.
You know,
So if you walk around a lot, that would be beneficial.
but did they have bananas on their shoes?
They might
Yes,
have.
they did. I saw it.
Is everybody making banana jokes over here?
You said nano.
No. Nano.
Like, is that like my nana?
Let's see. Yeah, something like that.
Exactly what I was saying, but
Hey,
completely
station
different.
wagon, that sounds like. Ron, no pot of gold. Oh, missed all the jokes. I'm too busy talking. I can't read all the cool things y'all say. Ron, that quacked everybody up, didn't it?
Everybody's quacked up on this show. Trust me.
Oh man, that's the fun of this show, though. Seriously, everything's so serious in the world that having an hour just to talk about the things you are not going to hear on the news anywhere, because they just don't care.
Because we made them up.
No.
Some of them.
In fact, your sandwich that you were talking about,
Nano sandwich?
your nano sandwich, your banana sandwich.
Banana wood sandwich?
Do you have that picture up there?
Yeah, it was.
To where the diagram is, so Mrs. Nellis can understand the banana sandwich theory.
I understand it perfectly. Thank
You
you
did?
very much. Just because I don't answer you back doesn't mean I wasn't listening.
There's
Oh.
the banana sandwich picture right there.
Is that like a banana hammock?
It is banana sandwich.
Cool.
No, I didn't make anything up.
No, he didn't. He just makes up stuff sometimes.
Well, I make up words constantly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got my own damn language.
Oh yeah.
I really do.
I know.
I know.
I know you know.
Alrighty. Who wants to take this NASCAR? Who wants to take the first swing at Kyle Busch?
Just
Go for it.
what an absolute.
Douche. Come on, say it. Douche.
Yeah, that's not even strong enough, Lisa.
Kyle
It just
douche.
isn't. It's not strong enough.
Right, well, the reason he's being called a douche is because he really did an extremely dangerous, childish thing after he had an accident the other night at Darlington. He hauled ass down pit road and didn't go into one of the entrances that are set up for drivers, but one for pedestrians. And red cones all the way around. People not very far from being right in his path.
And not looking in his
Didn't
direction.
look, didn't care. He just hauled that through there because he was pissed. He wanted to get to his hauler and get out of there.
He's a pissy
He got a
little bitch.
$50,000 fine for this, and frankly, I don't care if it's the playoffs or not, he should be fined.
He should be
He should be
penalized
suspended.
and suspended for at least one race.
I would give him for the rest of the year, to be honest. You don't do that. If one little kid had been walking there with their parent, he could have killed them.
They're like, oh, if you have a hot pass, then you should be aware of the fact that you might get run over.
Not in designated areas that are designed for drivers not to go through. Drivers know
If you
not to
have
go through the cones.
if you have a hot pass, supposedly, then you can get run over at will.
I almost got run over by Earnhardt one time.
Yeah, what kind of car was he driving? Did your dad own one?
He was driving the Black 3 at Pocono.
Yeah.
We had one of those hot passes.
Did you die? Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
Did you die?
Yeah. Yep, I'm dead. I'm talking to you now.
Yeah, that guy's just a loser, though. I mean,
He really is.
and then the interview was so pathetic.
Yep.
Just cried about it.
Yeah, he showed no freaking remorse for almost killing people. I hope Joe gives him hell, to be very honest. I mean, I don't usually get that upset, but that was dangerous. I mean, he almost hit the track official, seriously.
I think Joe Gibbs is mad at him, by the way.
Yeah.
Is he? Has he said anything?
There's some dude pulling looked like a tool chest or something, was pulling right through that area and had to dodge Bush's car.
Vacuum cleaner looking thing?
Yeah, right. And he had to dodge Bush's car as he sped through there.
Yeah.
What if he had hit guys hauling around the gas for the cars and caused a fire in the infield?
Guess what? He's a really good driver, so he would never hit them.
Well, I don't know if you can say that. The way he was behaving, it was just...
It wasn't his driving ability, it was his attitude. It's his own self-centered bull crap. You know? He's too old for this. You know?
Yeah.
He just... very irritating. Agreed, Mrs. Nellis?
He's always been irritating.
He
That's
sure has.
But then again, he's always blocked me on Twitter because his wife told him to.
Oh, that was funny.
Yep.
That was funny.
But
Yep.
his wife loves you, Lisa.
No, I just said I was tired of him winning all the baby races and taking that away from other people when she was bragging about it, and so she blocked me. That was like 8 or 9 years ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, she should get over it.
Well,
That'd be
thankfully he's gone there, right? From the Xfinity series.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, right.
he says,
So he
but I
said
don't
lots of
believe. I
things.
don't believe him.
Oh, cool.
I don't believe him.
In other news, Darlington was a great fun race, wasn't it?
That
Yeah.
whole weekend was fun, dude.
Yeah.
The last 3 weeks, but definitely the last two
Next
have been
year-
really, really great races.
We should go next year. Because Darlington's fun, and it's fun to go to
Yeah.
south of the border.
I know. We just have to find a serious dog sitter.
We can go. We can take the dogs to south of the
It's
border.
true, they love it there.
They're allowed.
They have bark-proof rooms at this
They're
at
like
south of the border
freaking
restaurant.
bunkers.
It really is like a bunker. I think you could take a hit from Moab and still
Well,
survive.
they're made from cinder blocks and stuff.
I've never been in a quieter room in my entire life.
Well, they have no windows for one thing.
There's no windows except for the front window.
No,
Going up.
I don't
Oh, the
even
one
think
next to
there
the
was.
door.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But the rest of it, there was no at all. And the windows were like those double,
And
really thick paned
They were
ones.
built in the 60s, and the
Yeah.
ones where you drive right up to the room and park right in front of the
Yep,
room.
motel.
Well, yeah, but not all motels were like
Right,
that.
that's true. That's true.
Like Holiday Inn wasn't like that.
Right. We love this place. I mean, it was made. Was it 50s or 40s?
50s, I think.
Okay. If you've been up and down 85 in the course of your
95, I think it
95,
is,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. In the course of your life going through South Carolina and
You never saw such
North
a place.
Carolina.
You know what?
They have signs for miles
Oh,
each
yeah,
way.
yeah. And they had to take down the more like racist or what, like
risque.
Pedro.
Oh,
No, they were
those
making
were
fun of
funny,
Pedro.
though.
I know.
They didn't mean it as making
I
fun of it. It was
know.
the whole shtick.
They left some of them up, but anyway, it's not. It's an okay place to stay. I mean, it's not like.
It's not fancy.
It depends on how you are. You know, we're like not
If you're,
stuck up.
if you're like my mother who thinks she's Linda Evans,
Yeah.
you won't say
But
it.
then again, my parents stayed there on their honeymoon because they were on their way to Louisiana, and from Maryland they stayed there, and then they went to Louisiana. So they got like the honeymoon room at the south of the border because it was
That's awesome.
funny to them.
Is there a honeymoon room
Yeah,
there?
they have a round bed, I think.
Oh my! I don't want to sleep around. I tried to sleep around bed one time. I fell off. I really
You
did.
fell off our bed.
Well, I'm one of those people that sleep on the edge of the bed. I always slept on the
I
edge
don't
of the
get
bed.
the attraction of a round bed. Like,
I don't
what
either.
do you try and like do all the clock positions, or like why is that a thing?
I don't get it.
Like a heart-shaped bed, why is that a thing? Unless you had a drone.
Those things are a drag too.
Unless you could like take a picture of yourself in the bed with a drone.
Yeah.
That would, I don't know. Anyway, I got nothing. But anyway, they stayed there on their honeymoon, and it was funny.
That's cool. So anyway, back to NASCAR.
Yeah.
Blaney did not win his third race in a row.
Yeah. Speaking of that, while you're talking about that, Chuck, I put the video of short replay of the race, and it shows Kyle Busch crashing
Oh, good.
through the cones. It's doing it right now.
Stupid
Yeah.
pits.
Yeah, and, man, if you look at it, Chuck, he was speeding down pit road, too.
Yeah, he was.
He didn't even slow down.
There it is. Look at that. Right through the cones. Look at those people he just flew right by.
He was just being a pissy little bitch.
Oh, it made me mad. South Carolina roads suck. Yeah, some of them do.
Oh, South Carolina, by the way, is the only place I've ever been where they were doing road construction, and they had one end blocked off and the other end blocked off, and somebody forgot to tell somebody on the other end, and we were both coming at each other at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Audra says they had vibrator massage beds back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, I love those things.
You know what else they had?
They were horrible. Blah, 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 blah.
They also had, if you stopped there, just like on the side of the road, you had to pay 10 cents to use the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, pay toilets. Yeah, I remember that.
We had boys, so they just went outside.
Different days.
Yeah.
That's wild. So, let's see. Anybody want to make any comments on Darlington or anything more about Pissy Bitch?
Pissy bitch.
Well, I just think it was pretty.
M's. They're all yellow.
It was pretty amazing how the people that had issues were all playoff guys, except for the wear cars. But
So did they just not try hard enough, or what?
Bad luck.
That's
Man.
not bad.
Darlington is one of those tracks that has a lot to do with a lot.
Yeah, I think we should go next year because it's fun.
But I mean, they were dropping like flies early on in the race. Playoff cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I missed the beginning because I was getting my hair bleached out.
I'm sorry.
We only got three races to make it to the next level. You know, getting knocked out that early is pretty bad. And then
Hey, who won our fantasy league?
yeah, I bet you don't know, do you, Chuck?
It's just fun, guys. I won 5 weeks in a row.
Well, that makes up for all those years that you suck.
I know. Well, if I win for the next year and a half straight, I'll be about tied.
Remember the first couple of years that we played, and I didn't even know you were supposed to switch out your drivers, and I still
And she
won?
kept winning. She's the luckiest thing.
This was back when they had the Yahoo Fantasy League.
I like
And
that.
and
Yeah,
like
that was a good
the
time.
first, I mean, this was back in like 2008 or 9 or whatever, and he's like, "Let's play." All right, we were the only ones in our league,
Yeah.
and I was like, "So you're supposed to pick drivers, right?" Okay. He goes, "Why don't you ever switch out your drivers?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I thought we had to pick them for the whole year." And I was still beating
she
him.
kept winning.
I was still beating him. That's the funny part.
She picked all the best drivers, and they didn't
Right.
have a thing where you ran out of drivers.
No, they did, but when you told me that, I put other drivers in.
I like the Yahoo
I like that.
better than this one.
Yeah.
I did too. Next race, we are going to Richmond. Lisa and I have been
We
to
should
Richmond.
go to Richmond. We could.
We could. I don't really want to.
Nah.
I was thinking maybe we will go to Martinsville because it'll be cold then.
Yeah. But I like my idea of just waiting till the last minute because
Or we'll just go to Charlotte. I mean, I don't think we.
Charles,
I think we
listen
can get
to
into
me,
the road
Charles.
Listening.
we don't have to buy the tickets ahead of time.
Right.
Because the last time we bought tickets and then we decided not to
We'll do
go.
it the old way.
The old way. Let's get in the car and go to
Well, the
Martinsville.
first 3 or 4 years that we went there, we never had season tickets. We just
Right.
went.
Right.
Spent too much, but we always
Yeah,
just went.
no, it's not like you get a discount for season tickets.
No, you spend extra for guys on the side of the road.
No, you should spend less. See, you're really bad at this.
It's not how it often works.
Well, no, it used to be sold out.
Well, this race it will be because it won't be sold out.
Right, so you just find a guy on the side of the road and say, I'll give you $20.
Yep.
I thought you were good at this, but you're not.
Shush.
You used to sell used cars, but you're not very good at selling used tickets.
No, I'm not good at selling.
Buying used tickets, sorry.
I can sell.
Buying.
I can sell ice to Eskimos.
Right, but you're not very good at buying used tickets. We went to Charlotte, remember that time? The guy was like, you want some tickets? Yep. How much are they? Blah, blah, blah. You go, okay.
That was my first time.
I was like, I thought you knew what you were doing.
Well, see, when I was up at the car dealership all those years that I went to races,
They were sold out. I know.
got the tickets for free.
Right, but you're not supposed to say okay.
Well,
You're supposed to
I
say
never had to negotiate the
20.
tickets before.
I was like,
okay.
wow, he's really bad
Well,
at
that's
this.
because that was the face value of it.
I'm like, wow, you're really bad at this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Everybody has to learn.
yeah. Well, learn from me.
Oh God! When we first met, she did not know anything about cars or NASCAR or anything.
Yeah,
Now,
but I did buy my own car without you, and they offered me a job.
yeah.
Remember that?
You mean after I negotiated the deal?
No, the Versa.
Didn't I?
No, they're like, what? Who is this guy? You're like, let me talk to them. They're like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
It's like, don't you have a husband? I'm like, yes, this is not my husband. They're like, they're like, do you want?
You're talking to your boyfriend.
They're like, do you want a job here because you're really funny and you're really good at this? I'm like, no, I'd rather stick forks in my eyes than sell cars.
And that made you perfect for the job.
And they're like, you sure? You sure you don't want to work here? I'm like, no, I hate this.
You would have been great.
I hate buying cars. I don't want to talk to you people. Give me the car. I'm leaving. Are you sure you don't want a job here? Yeah. And then they talk to you anyway, just because they wouldn't. They were trying to do that, boss the woman around
Oh
thing.
yeah. I made sure.
Yeah, where they're like rust and dust. Do you want to do the undercarriage package? Do you want to do the blah 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 blah? I'm like, no, just talk to Chuck because he will tell you I don't want any of this stuff. You sure you don't want to work here? Yeah,
It was funny.
that might have been fun.
Oh yeah, you'd be great at selling. I told you you would.
I know. I don't like people though.
Hey, guess what time it is?
Time for me to go to the bathroom.
Not yet.
Oh,
Do you
the
have to
wee chat room. Do I
Yeah.
have to go?
Yeah.
I'm old. I always have to go to the bathroom.
No. Hey guys, Durst, please post the link for the right side of politics, which will follow this, which will be the opposite of this show. Whereas this show was no politics, that show is all politics.
Yay!
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 Lisa will be in the wants nothing to do with it.
No.
Anniversary, Audra, 31
what?
years.
Wait, is it a
Thanks,
31
Ron. Glad you could join.
anniversary, or she got married for 31 years? I'm
She's
confused.
been married for 31 years.
That's not what she said, Rita Rabbit.
Oh wait, she got married. Wait, you got married after 31 years in July. Wait, I'm confused.
So confused.
What? I got married after 31 years in July. After 31 years of what?
I don't know. Being alive?
Oh, that could be it. I don't know.
Don't know either.
All right, guys. Dershi's going to post that up there, and we are going to take a short break. Dershi and I will be back at 8:30 tomorrow. There's the link. 8:30 tonight, Eastern time, which is a half an hour.
Oh, sorry about your wife, Ron.
Sorry, Ron. Hey, Ron, if you want to watch the next show, click on that link Dershi just passed. I know you were having some issues with seeing the links. All right, you guys. I got nothing more to add. You guys got anything more to add?
Shut up, Chuck!
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Chuck. Do me a favor. Get on!
No, make your other noise. That's his. That's
It's not nah. That's my new sound.
Tim Conway noise.
I make that a lot when I'm reading the news. It's actually the noise we make. It's on my planet. Good night. God bless you.
This planet. Right?
There's no end. It's There you go. Now you got it. Hey guys, join us again next week, 7 p.m. We are funny. We have fun. We don't.
Bye, Lisa. Love you, Lisa.
Bye, Doshi.
Bye, Dersh. Love you, man.
Don't get hit by lightning.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well,
Hey,
long
you guys
as-
in the chat room, thank you so much for joining us. We really
Bring your
have a good time with
bring
you
your
guys and
friends.
enjoy you here.
Bring your friends.
Bring a friend. Okay? Dershi, take us out of here.
All right, man. Well, yeah. Everybody join us tonight for some fun and frivolity as we talk politics in about a half hour. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you soon. And we're out.
Peace.
Peace.